Morning world, Hippy Trev here. Happy Australia Day from downtown Mediamo. Roll the intro.
Right.
Righto, well, so as we all know, made it down to Brother Pete's, so it's Australia Day today, and we're not really doing the celebration, but I'm going to put out a short video and introduce you Brother Pete. And we also have one of my subscribers. This is Mr. Peter Hughes.
Morning world.
You rode over from where this morning?
Kyabram.
From Kyabram to catch up with us today. And this is his beautiful looking bike. What year?
Does that look stupid?
2023. 114. Interesting colour, probably won't show up on the GoPros, but it sort of looks to me like an off, not a purple, like a browny something, but it's something else. And as you said, when it gets dark, it has a red look about it. Beautiful looking bike. Give it a quick start, have a sound.
We're going on Hippy Trev's video. Hippy Trev's video, like YouTube.
You'll see the red come out in it.
These have to be really quiet and be good.
They had back in the 80s, and I've always really liked it. That's probably the reason I bought it.
Beautiful. Is that like cold? Now that's a horn.
That's better, isn't it?
All right, thanks. So yeah, subscriber number 100, Mr. Peter Hughes, that came down, came across or came up to come about with me and Pete today.
I'm going to get some t-shirts made first, 100.
Yeah. And rightio, so let's go and show you Brother Pete's bike. I'll introduce you in a sec. So this is Brother Pete's bike. His is actually the same year as mine. They're both 94 FLSTNs. He's more of the nostalgia look about it. And there's my old girl, rough as ready. So this is Brother Pete's bike. And okay, so I took a photo up about 2 years ago when I was down here and saw Pete the last time. So righto, Welds, I'd like to introduce you to Brother Pete.
G'day.
This is why I'm here, and this is why we're here.
This is Brother Trev. No worries, here we are. Beautiful little town, isn't it?
Yep.
Beautiful little town. He's always got his accommodation when he comes.
Yeah, I've got my little van when I get here. That's mine. And what's that thing parked in the background there, Brother Pete?
Well, that's my, I have a bit of trouble riding my bike now with my illness, so I've got a mobility scooter. No, we just use that for the young fella. We've got a 4-year-old grandson we're raising, and he, yeah, we go around the town on that because the Harley's a bit hard for me to.
We might have to start all 3 bikes a bit later and have them all just sitting here chugging away, going the potato.
We're going to see which one's the loudest.
Oh, we already know which one that one is. That's yours, brother.
Is it?
Yep, beautiful old bike. So you've had that how many years?
22 or 3.
That's a long time to have the same bike, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, I've had this one 7.
Yep.
And the only other bike I owned longer that was my VF1000.
Yep.
And I had that 9 years and put 90,000 Ks on it, on that VF1000. That was a bloody nice bike, that one. But I love this old girl, and she's done a really good job. And as you can see, we made it, and she's still running and starting. So
Pete's bike's not a bad looking bike either. I like that.
Beautiful. As we all know, I'm not into the newer bikes, but she's a beautiful looking bike, all right.
No,
and can I also add that if this thing here had have broken down, I was offering this to Trev for the rest of his trip, not to Perth, but just around Victoria, and he's knocked it back.
Wow, that's a good offer. I wouldn't offer him mine. That's
No, Pete won't even let me sit on his bike, mate. I'm not even allowed to sit on it. So
I've seen him go through bloody road closed signs.
Yeah, you wouldn't trust me, but I mean that's an amazing offer. But me personally, I wouldn't take someone else's bike on, even under an offer like that. I mean, that's a fucking fantastic offer. But I just wouldn't feel good about it if I put a scratch on it or anything.
Wouldn't worry me. Wouldn't worry me.
But it would certainly bother me.
Well, but the thing is, you bring a lot of joy to a lot of people, and they want you to keep doing the ride so they can keep watching the videos.
That's it, yeah.
I never really just see it like that. I'm just some dude riding around.
And I'm not attached to this bike. I'll be attached to that one.
Yeah, Brother Pete.
But I'm not attached to this one.
Well, I'm actually attached to my bike. I've put a lot of work into this. You know, it come with the Western bars and the floorboards, and I've cut and changed everything to make it my bike. And this will see me out. Now, all right, so Yep.
But they haven't
No,
actually
no,
seen
no,
him
mate.
up close.
Hippy
No,
Trev's
I've never
doing
done a
video,
video up
mate, so
close,
you
and I've
just
never
gotta
done a
wait.
video with Pete next to his bike or anything like that. So
And it's a beautiful bike.
I think Pete's going to hit the old go button right now.
Straight
No, I
out
was just going to
pipes.
look for neutral.
Start her up, Pete.
Get ready for tank.
Let me get the bloody neutral.
I haven't even got a decent shot of Tank at any time
He'll
either.
come out when this thing fires up.
No, we put him out the back. There's me neutral.
Poor Tanky. There we go.
I mean, it's a good bike.
It's got a good idle on it, that bike. And mine, I'm never sure about
No
it.
McCooney carburetor, all standard.
No, that's a CV carby. I got a McCooney on mine. I'm pretty sure that's a stock C. They call them a CV carby, I think. And there's young Oscar in the background. Say hi.
Mate,
Oscar, say hi. You're on camera, mate. That's it. First time I've ever seen him look so shy.
I don't know what the horn
This
sounds
bike
like.
in the future, you just got to go
Jack,
into it.
no, Jack's. His older son.
Jack's,
Can't even hear it.
the older son gets it.
I don't think mine's much better, mate. That's a pretty bad sounding horn. Where is my horn?
There you go.
That's my kill switch.
It up the way that I sort of, you know, like have a sit on it. See if you reckon it's comfy.
Oh no, I've got an 87, mate.
Oh, have you? Oh, you. Oh, so
Yeah,
yeah.
it's
Well,
got
you
the
know
same
what it's
saddle.
like.
It's
Yeah, yeah.
beautiful.
Well, I love that seat. That seat I can go.
Yeah.
I don't get monkey
just-
butt. I don't get anything at all.
I just don't want to work on a bike, I just want to ride it at the moment.
Yeah, yep.
Here, so,
Yep.
yeah.
Well, this thing, I mean, geez, you get up on this and drive to bloody wherever you want, and it just never misses a beat.
Beautiful.
Been
Oh,
so
absolutely.
reliable.
Welcome to downtown Mediamo on Australia Day. Pete's just taken Occy off to go and do a couple of things. I'm going to roll the smoke. What a beautiful day.
It is.
So it was a bit chilly coming up.
It wasn't too bad actually. There was a lot of big birds
Good
on
way.
the
Up at the
road.
microphone.
Yeah, you said that.
Like eagles or hawks, and
Oh.
yeah, budgies, all sorts of
Budgies.
birds.
God, I haven't seen one of them for a long time.
And, you don't
Not
really
gonna
want
come
to
out and solo on it?
thing. I try not to run them over.
I try not to run over anything on a bike, eh?
Yeah, well that's right.
And when I was coming this way out of Echuca, I don't know what the bugs they got down here, but they were huge and they were smacking me in the face and they were really hurting.
Yeah,
They like really hurt. So
it's a good Australian.
He
day.
just wants to do
It's
this.
very
Just
quiet,
gotta,
it's
do I look
quiet
alright with the
getting
shirt
around.
on?
And it's pretty
Not-
good to catch up with Trev and Pete, especially being in the first 100.
yeah, that's amazing, mate. So it wasn't it too cold to ride for you this morning when you left?
No,
So
no,
what
no.
time did you actually leave?
I left at about 9:30, I think.
Oh, okay.
9:30 our time, daylight saving time.
So about 8:30. I'd only just got out of bed about that time.
And I haven't been on that bike now for 5 weeks. So
That's a long time between rides.
It's a long time between rides.
Hey, Dale,
And, it went really nice.
you should text Colin and see if he wants to come up and,
It's good to see
have a
Peter
look.
and family.
because that
Well,
bike's
nice.
similar to his.
I've been
think.
doing this trip every year, pretty much every year for 13 years, and Pete's always the first port of call on the way into Victoria, and he's always the last port of call on the way out. Don't touch your
Oh, I was
buggy,
just
I've got
gonna-
my camera
I was
sitting
gonna
there.
move it out your way.
No, I've got the camera sitting there, so.
Is it set up for all three chairs or just those two?
No, all three, we're wide angle view,
You've
mate.
only got it on yourself.
No,
there,
it's a wide angle view. You're covered. Don't worry, Pete, you're in there, mate. We make sure it's so.
Yeah.
There we are.
So you might see a bit of a difference from the photo I put up from 2 years ago to where Pete's is now. Do you want to talk about what's going on, or?
Oh, well, yeah, so I've ended up with bloody, I've been battling with, not a battle, but I've been dealing with cancer for 15 years. Started with a bowel cancer, spread to my lungs, it's in my kidney. Now it's gone to my back. So my riding days are a little bit sort of probably over.
Not
But I've got
completely.
the mobility scooter. Well, I can start it and stuff. Like that's the second time I've sort of,
And well, they're a heavy
in the last
bike
12
without.
months that I've even
They're a heavy
tried it.
bike any time the Harleys anyway.
Yeah.
You know, not like a nice little light Japper. So
I've just got to work on my legs. I've got leg strength, but I'm just losing a lot of weight. I was 140 kilos when I started this lot of chemo, and I'm 86 kilos now. So
that's a big loss, isn't it?
that's in 3 years.
Yep.
But yeah, I've been losing a kilo a fortnight. So, but I'll get back to eating. This is Little Oscar.
This is my #1 fan. I used to put him to sleep when
Didn't you?
having trouble getting to sleep. Peter put on one of my videos, and within about 10 minutes, Lockie would be snoozing away there. So he owes me some babysitting money.
Yeah, don't we? He used to watch Hippy Trev's YouTube.
He's outgrown me now.
Oh, when he hears motorbikes on a phone, he'll come and have a look, see who it is.
Beautiful day here today in Paradise, mate.
It's always a beautiful day down here in Paradise. This is what I try to explain to Trevor, that it's always...
Trevor? Who calls me Trevor?
Hippy.
Yeah, but when I'm talking about Victoria, I don't actually mean your place here. I just mostly mean around Gippsland and Melbourne and those places, and it's always so much colder down here there than it is here.
Yep.
And you have some stinkers here. You have some hot ones.
We have some good days down this way, don't we, with the heat?
Yeah, no, it's been pretty warm.
He's got the camera and the camera's set up.
And the next few days are going to be nice. They're going to be like 26, 27.
You're on YouTube. You're going to be on.
I'm looking forward to getting into Melbourne and having fun in the traffic.
No rain. Trev likes riding on the freeways, he tells me.
I don't mind a bit of freeway riding, but I prefer a bit of the back roads, but not the skinny little back roads. And just somewhere where there's less traffic and I can just plod along at my own speed and I don't have to worry too much about Mr.
Where's
Plod.
your new bike?
Yeah. So we're heading down to Elmore. Heathcote. And coming in and maybe either the top end of Epping or coming through Yang Yi, is it?
Yang
Ying, and then drop into Diamond Creek and then work my way across the Furniture Gully from there. So
has to go through the Yin Yang.
So that's all mountains out through there, is it?
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Riding,
on the twisties.
Oh, it's not easy doing twisties with the load on the back of my bike, mate. My God, I'd like you. There's no leaning into the corners.
That front tyre just keeps on going, doesn't it?
There's plenty of miles. I don't mind that I brought that one with me.
No, plenty of miles on that front one.
I'm glad I didn't change it over before I left.
He gets excited with his tyre usage, doesn't he?
Yeah. Oh.
Well, the cost,
you need to look at them. I think my front tyre was half flat.
Your Metzler.
It does look a bit flat, actually.
No, mine are Dunlops.
Are they?
Yeah, they're the same as what Trev has.
Yeah, right.
402s, they're bloody good tyre.
Yeah, they are.
I hardly ever check my tyre pressure. I think I did it the other day.
For her, is it his pleasure? They're ribbed.
Yeah, they're ribbed.
Yeah, the sidewalls.
For his pleasure or her pleasure?
Well, I think it's for the bike's pleasure.
Well,
It's for whether you call your bike a he or a she.
yeah.
Don't call it. I haven't even named my bike, and the only thing I can come up with is Rosie, because it's such a crackle out. The exhaust reminds me of Neil Diamond's song Cracklin' Rosie.
Well,
and so it's got the name Rosie, but it doesn't suit the bike at all.
Yeah, no, that's it.
So I've never really named the bike. It's
I
just.
sort of think it suits it a bit, doesn't it?
Have you named your bike?
No.
Have you named yours?
Yeah, Ruby.
Oh, really?
Ruby. Yeah, Mum's middle name,
Well,
Ruby.
that was my mum's name, was Ruby.
Yeah, it was too.
Yeah, my mum's middle name, Eileen Ruby.
Yeah, well, my mum was Ruby Lillian.
Yeah, but getting back to tyre pressures, mine tells me what the pressure is.
Is it? Yeah, okay.
Because I can't get to the back tyre, it's too hard to get to.
Oh, you got to pull your panniers and off.
Yeah, and I didn't know whether to put air in or not, but the front's about 3 pound down because...
just to even check your tyre would be a hassle getting in there.
Yeah, and you can have your choice. You can have your in kilopascals, which I don't understand.
No,
PSI.
You'll have to park
which means my odometer's in PSI.
So what do you run, 40 PSI on the back?
40 on the back, 36 on the front.
Yeah, I think that's pretty much what I run.
Park him back around there.
Here's another bike just rolled in.
Oski.
Yeah, he's got a flat front tyre. Don't ride it flat, mate. You'll have to park it out the front and I'll put the green stuff in it.
Righto, mate.
He's copped a bindy in that one.
Well,
I've just done his
everywhere.
back one. Oh, yeah.
They're popping up everywhere.
Yeah.
I got the same at home. I burn the bastards now.
Goat's head bindies are the worst. They're the big ones.
The four-corner jacks or whatever they
that's
say.
right.
Yeah, those big nasty.
So everyone say Happy Australia Day.
Happy
Australia Day from Mediamo.
We should be drinking, but it's too early in the day.
A little bit too early.
Yep. We'll have the barbie cranked up later and get a few snags on her. And
Pity I'm not going to do a run back with you, mate. It would have been good if school holidays were a week later. You could have pretty much dropped almost down into Melbourne with me. It would have been great to have a ride with you.
Yeah, I could have. Yeah, without a doubt.
do you think you'd keep up to the later model? Yes.
No, they have to slow down for me, mate.
Well,
Or I just watch them disappear in the distance.
You can ride to there, but just be careful.
Up.
I don't want you to
I've
wreck
still
your...
got my 12 points.
This year in July, I knocked 3 points off to go back to 0 again. So that was 3 years ago since my last fine. So in July this year, those 3 points get wiped out and I go back to having 0 on my licence. So I've got a full clean licence in July if I don't mess up between now and then.
And I reckon I've got the slowest bike here because mine cuts out at 120 miles an hour. So I've probably got the slowest bike here.
What do you mean cuts out?
Well, the engine stops.
What?
Like a speed restrictor or something.
Yeah,
is it? Like,
yeah, yeah.
I'd be pulling that fucking thing off.
No, well, I wouldn't even go. 140k on that. I can't do it.
Yeah.
Well, I only sit
I'm
on...
the only one that's ever serviced and looked after it in the last 20 odd years, and that's scary, you know.
Yeah.
I need every now and then someone to cast their eye over it.
And just have a look at
And
everything
just say,
in
well, hang
general.
on, that there's broken, or that there needs repairing, or
Yeah, or check your
know.
spokes. Or
Well, I
something.
like to sit on about 70 mile an hour myself, but the last run down, like the last day, I was just 80 mile an hour all day. I just wanted to get here. I didn't want to
I
get
had
off
a
the
lot
bike.
of back wheel trouble. I had
Oh, that's right.
I had some major issues with. I had it re-spoked and went to one
Did you?
place, and they ended up. Well, they fixed the spokes, but they ended up the offset they had on the wrong side. So I put the thing back on, and it was just scraping with the belt, and it just they'd never done a Harley wheel before. So
I got rid of my...
one from Queensland, from Harvey Bay. I got the Greeks when they come to visit you, John and Anna.
Yep.
They picked one up for me that you'd gone.
I went and got that you
And
organised.
that one ended up all the guts all needs redoing.
Chewed out.
So,
Well, I got a fat boy solder on the back of mine after I broke all the spokes
That's
out,
what I should have
out of
done.
the hub, and I'll never go back to a spoked rear wheel because that means I can put as much weight on that bike as I want, and
Yep.
I'll never blow that rim out ever.
Yep.
I like the look of the rear spokes, but having that solid back wheel in there, just security.
No, absolutely.
And I've hit some massive bumps. I mean, that one coming out of Mooney, coming into Mooney, it hit so hard, it spun the mirror around.
Yeah.
And when I did the video the other day about things went wrong on the bike down with wasn't much, I forgot to mention that the front right-hand foot peg started rattling off.
Yeah.
But other than that, I fixed the coil cover, the bolt was there, so that's just been tightened up. Thanks.
Hopefully get that charging station going again. So
Yeah, I'll try and find one of them.
Do more videos on the
Well, I just lose so much footage because the camera
you
batteries
lose
go
footage,
flat so quick. And I've got, every time I want to turn the cameras off and on, I've actually got to pull up and stop.
Yeah.
And I hate stopping.
So you know, even if your camera's working now and we're not just sitting here dribbling shit.
I'm pretty sure it's working. We'll find out when I go into the
This
editing.
isn't turned on though, is it?
Yeah, they're turned on.
Oh, okay. Just I was swearing inside a minute ago. Would I have got that? Or?
I think once you get in past there, the mic might have cut out, but
That's right.
I'll be able to
I was
edit
looking
all
for-
that
I
out.
was looking for me tobacco.
That's what editing's all about. That's why we have
And I
a...
got that leg on the exhaust again, just there, I think. Yeah.
I don't know
Because
what smokes.
you're sitting on them under your leg here.
Oh, there it is.
So no, I do like your bike. That's a what,
Road King.
Road King.
Yeah, I always wanted a Road King. Even back in the 80s, I dreamt about having a bike to ride across America.
Okay.
And I thought the Road King would be the one to do it.
I like you don't have the full bag of fairing. I don't like those fairings. I think they're ugly as sin.
I've got the little.
But that's just me.
Yeah.
My brother Coles has just got the little fairing.
Yeah,
He's
righto.
just brought that. So that's
Oh, it
but
might be a sport glide or something like that.
No, it's a road. I think it's a road glide,
Oh,
but it's not the CV. It's not the CVO road glide, is it?
Yeah.
One of them had where the panniers are. The exhaust sits under them. I think another one sits in them a bit.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
And he's got the one where they sit up a bit in them.
Righto.
I've seen a picture of the bike, but I haven't.
It's a big, heavy bike.
Yeah.
Once
it?
you get moving, it's okay, but it's not one for round town.
No, okay.
Definitely not one for round town.
Yeah.
No.
I just have to get my, with me, I just have to get my, it's not courage, but I just need to get me, because I sort of get pinned.
Confidence?
I get a bit, you know,
Yeah.
Get some confidence
I get
back.
a little bit sort of,
It's a shame
You know.
Hippy Trev couldn't have ridden it for a few days around Victoria.
yours or mine?
No, mine.
Yeah.
I reckon that would have been funny.
You know what? If I rode,
lend you mine.
if I got on your bike and rode it, I'd never be able to get back onto mine.
No.
I offered Cole to come down and have a ride on my bike because he's like, you all new and stuff. And I thought, come out and have a ride of mine without all the gear on, then try and imagine doing 1,000 miles fully loaded on that poor old thing of mine.
Yeah, but they're still Harleys, that's the thing.
Well, they are, but if I got onto one of these newer bikes and felt that power and go, I'd be like, how could I ever step back onto my old girl again? But
Yeah.
And the thing about mine with the exhaust down where they are, it sounds like a Subaru. I know that sounds crazy. The only thing I can liken it to is a Subaru.
Okay.
And when you give it to it going up the hill up Mount Hotham there, it really sounds like one of those WRX Subarus.
Yeah, okay.
Because that's how the exhaust sounds. It's all behind you. It's not out the side.
Nah.
And anyway.
When I'm fully loaded, I can't hear much out. I can't really hear much of my exhaust, but I know it's there, and I'm always looking for that mist that I was having on the way down that wasn't having. But under that, you can just see this constant hum of the motor at this perfect just humming level, and there's not a burt and a burt and a burt.
No,
it's just so.
motor.
I think we can actually rule out that I had any electrical problems. I think it was all
I'd
just
say
down to
so.
shitty bloody fuel. And I don't run a fuel filter anywhere.
You don't run a fuel?
I haven't got a fuel filter on there.
So everything's going through it?
Everything's going
I
through
don't
it.
think I've got one. Do they come out with them? Or?
No, you put them on, but I've just never got
Is
around
there
to
one
it.
in the tank?
Nope.
Like,
Oh, they do. They on their
Peter's got one in the tank. It's about that.
yeah, on their straws.
Have I? Oh, yeah. Like the,
little,
like,
little screen.
like the postie bikes.
So you
and
reckon
all.
you've got that, Trev?
Oh yeah, I've got one on those,
You'd have
of
to have
those,
one,
but I don't
yeah.
have one out of from the bottom of the tank
inline.
through to the car. And yes, I don't have an inline filter.
Well, you don't need one if you've got that straw.
Well, I probably should have one. You know, like you have it drop down, you can see your filter with fuel, and then it
Didn't
comes
you put
back
one
up.
on one of your Harleys?
Yeah, the other two, the 84s had them, but this one didn't have one. I've never put it on.
But you've got a relatively new petcock on that, haven't you?
No, that's the
Same
same come the bike.
Yeah, all right.
Yep.
So I've got like the proper Harley ones with the big ones that go that way instead of the little jappy ones that go like that.
Right, yeah,
So-
they're a good petcock, the Harley one.
Well, they do tend to leak. On the 84s, I went through 4 of them because they all bloody used to leak.
Yeah, I've got an aftermarket.
So that one doesn't seem to leak, but I make a habit of never leaving my fuel on overnight. Always turn my
this
fuel
is your
off.
tap you're talking
Yeah.
about.
Yeah,
They call them petcocks. It's a fucking fuel tap.
It's a petcock.
A petcock
No,
is
no,
like
yeah,
your
that's
cock.
what
Now,
No.
hang on a minute.
He can have a petcock on his Harley.
Hang on a minute. Now, all those people online, put your comment down, what you call it, whether it's a petcock
Yeah,
or what do you call it?
A fuel tap.
yeah.
Because it's a tap that turns your fuel off and on.
That's what I've always called it, me fuel tap.
Yeah, it's not a petcock.
I have-
That's an American
No,
fucking thing.
I do know where you're coming from though, Peter. I know that is what they are.
I'm sitting
called.
between two Petes.
Yeah.
Peter
Well,
on the
mate,
left
all
for
you
me,
people,
Peter on the
Peter.
right for me. God, what's going to happen to me?
I don't care what you call me, just don't call me late for dinner.
That's it.
Just don't call me Trevor. My mum used to do that. Trevor! Fuck, I hate being called Trevor.
And
Yeah,
my
well-
bike doesn't have a petcock. Or,
It'd be all automatic.
yeah, it's got a giant filter inside one of the tanks. And that gets changed every 100,000 Ks.
Yeah, okay.
So you actually take the top, the speedo off,
Yeah, yep.
and then, it's just a thing you undo and pull it out. And there's a pump in there as well as the filter.
Yeah, okay. Because
Okay.
yours is
Yeah.
fuel injected too, isn't it?
Yeah,
See, this new stuff, I haven't got a hope
and
of hell.
That's just one more thing to go wrong.
Mm.
It is. That fuel pump is one more thing to go wrong.
Yep.
So,
Yeah.
yeah.
No, they're I like the look of it. I like the colour of yours. It's a beautiful colour.
It's a good colour. Under lights, it's amazing. It's really nice.
The GoPro won't pick up that
Well,
colour.
No.
Won't it? No.
No, not to the extent where we can sit here and see it. So the
Yeah,
GoPros had their colours their camera's colours are not quite right.
Yeah.
So,
I always thought mine was pretty gay. It's white with the silver insert. But
but no, that's a
But,
stand. That's how it
that
came out
one
of the
had
factory.
the cowhide seat and all that sort
Yeah.
of stuff, and it's just
Some of the stuff on mine that you might think would be, not real good is rain mode. 'Cause it's
Okay.
got traction control. So
Yep.
I tried out this rain mode thinking nothing's going to happen.
Yep.
And I went up to Rushworth and it had just been pouring with rain. The roads were wet, there was steam coming off. I'm in rain mode and the engine goes into slow motion.
yeah,
So
okay.
you're riding your bike, you think you're riding it like normal, the engine and everything goes into slow motion.
Yeah, right.
And that's rain mode.
And that's so that as you're riding along, it doesn't.
You can't
suddenly
bag up the
break
back wheel
traction.
and
No.
Yeah, okay.
You put the brake on really hard going into corner, it doesn't stand you up. Both brakes come on depending on the angle
Yep.
automatically.
Yeah, okay.
And you think rain mode, is just a gimmick. Well, it's not.
No.
And I've
it's there for a reason.
been on some really wet roads up near Warrigal at the back there, Power
Yeah,
Town.
yeah. Pete knows all them
Yeah, I
roads
live
really
there.
well.
You know,
Yeah.
you
I
feel the
lived at
front
a
wheel
place
skipping out.
Yeah, I
You
lived
can
at a
feel it
place
skip
called
out.
Darnham,
Yeah,
and I worked at the Darnham Musical Village for a
Yeah.
fellow by the name of Albert Fox,
yeah, right.
and I used to deliver pianos and
Up around the back.
yeah. Oh, we used to do all of Victoria.
Yeah,
Albert Fox, yeah.
yeah.
I'd started tuning pianos and doing all that sort of stuff too. Yeah, worked in the workshop for a while. It was a nice change from working in the sawmills.
Yeah, you did that
they
for
were
a few
pretty
years. That was
aggressive and rough.
pretty
Yeah.
rough bloody place. Old
I come
Mouse.
unstuck
Old
a
mate
couple of
Mouse.
times. Yeah, come unstuck a couple of times in the pub up in Druin, and
Yeah, and drill.
Yeah, I had to rescue
oh,
you one
nearly
night
killed
out of
me.
there.
Yeah, nearly killed me. This I've got wire, got a hole here and wire from my nose
Oh,
to
right.
there, reconstructed.
From
forehead.
drilling.
Yeah, that was just. Oh, it was probably my
Bit of a
fault.
blue in the pub.
Yeah,
There's a tough old logging town up that way.
yeah.
Yeah, well,
But
that's where I tried out that rain mode up there.
Yeah.
So if you put the front brake on really hard, the back one automatically comes on.
Yep.
So you don't have to do the old, you know.
A lot of the Goldwings are
Oh,
like
road
that.
closed, I'm going to go around.
Good on you. I'm never going to live that one down, am I?
Oh,
Never
hang on.
going to live that one
I never
down.
hear you stop. Were you using front and back at the same time?
Just front. I didn't have time to think about the back. If it wasn't for them, I'll show the people later. If it wasn't for them performance machine brakes that I've been talking about, I would never have pulled up and stopped. I'll show you the difference between my front calipers and Pete's.
Yeah.
And I took when the motor blew up in that, I took a Harley for a ride thinking maybe I'll just buy another bike. And I took off down the road, grabbed the front brakes and there was none. Fuck, I forgot how bloody, how good my brakes really are when you get to the stock Harley brakes.
Yeah.
I'll show you guys before I end the video the difference between my brakes and the stock Harley brakes. And like when you pull my front brake on just slightly, you can hear a hissing sound.
Yeah, okay.
It's just
as
you know.
Well, we still don't know how you stopped. We really don't. And the guys on the side of the road don't know how you stopped.
No. That's what old mate in the excavator, what was he in a little?
No, Bobcat.
Little Bobcat.
Yeah, he wasn't very happy with me.
No, he said
he was pretty pissed off. Anyway, I won't never live that one down, and so be it. So we can move on to the next conversation.
You may have educated other people on.
Well, maybe.
You may have saved a life.
Well, that'd be nice, wouldn't it?
Well, you could have, because I won't do it. I'm not going to go around.
Well, I won't do it again either.
I've done it.
And if you do, you'd go fairly cautiously
Well,
to see why the road was closed.
Well, I actually cracked it, and I didn't see the trench there until I was literally on top of it, and then I realised I thought I could just ride through it, like over it, and like then when I pulled up and had a good look, I was like, holy shit, I could have just KO'd the whole front of the bike and myself.
Oh yeah, you would have injured.
Oh, easy, easy 6 inches deep.
And then there were those big
about that wide.
bollards past that, I think, wasn't there?
Well, I wasn't going to hit any of those, but
no, you would have hit the trench first.
No, I went round the bollards because I was doing the wrong thing.
Yeah.
And hopefully no trains come along after you got swatted onto the track.
Yeah, well that's it.
And then.
Well, I shudder to think what would have happened to the bike, because I probably would have got carted off in the ambulance, and the bike just would have been left there.
Yeah, with all your gear.
With all my gear and everything, and God knows what would have happened to that.
The guy in the Bobcat probably would have had a bit of a sift through it.
Well, they would have grabbed a nice laptop and some cameras and a few things and a couple of packets of smokes. A couple of GoPros, yep, exactly. So.
Franklin Rosie no more.
No.
Yeah, probably would have destroyed the engine. I would have hit that hard. I would have shoved it back into the bike. I probably would have broke something there as well.
Can I speak about my favourite Hippy Trev videos?
If you must.
Of course.
Of course you can.
The bus series. This is me personally, but I believe that bus series he did where he picks up his bus without the brakes and drives it down the mountain, and then the rest of the bus series where you go over to Perth and whatnot, I really enjoyed that the most.
No, that's good.
It's probably been the highlight for the channel for me.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, because I would never, ever, there's a bus just over here, I would never, ever think about driving a bus around the
I don't know what I was thinking at the time. You know, every time I have a bus, and I live in it for like 10 years at a time, I sell thinking I'm never going to go back into another bus ever again. And X amount of years later, I'm back in a bus. So I'm on bus number 1, I'm on bus number 4, and they keep getting bigger.
And I never knew that bus had been down here.
Yeah, I drove down for the road. I spent 3 months here.
Yeah, he used to park his bus up.
I got a roadworthy that he bought.
Yeah, I don't think you've done a video on that bus being anywhere but where it is.
Because I wasn't doing YouTubes then.
No, right. I see.
So that was all pre-YouTube.
You didn't do one when the hub shit itself?
No, it wasn't doing YouTubes then. So
no, you mentioned that in the video.
Got stuck for 10 days on a T intersection out of Kilkeven when the inner front hub collapsed. Yeah. And I was stuck there for 10 days, waiting for it to be posted up from Victoria. Rebuilt it there on the side of the road, drove it home, parked in the backyard, pulled the rego off, and it hasn't left home since.
Yeah. Put a shower out the front. I don't know what that's for.
That's just a freestanding. I bought that for $50.
Oh, I thought that might be like working with chemicals or something.
That's exactly what it is. No, my friend had it in a shipping container, and they said, "Oh, you want to buy that?" And I said, "Oh, how much?" And she said, "Oh, $50." I said, "I'll take that."
Yeah.
So that's just out the front on the hot days. You can get up there and just plug a hose into it, and so it's got the eye wash and everything in it.
I went to put my leather vest on, but it looks like you could put one arm in and I could put the other in, and it'd fit us both. So
you need a new one.
I put it back in. It is new.
Well, you need a smaller one though.
Yeah.
I swapped a boat for this vest off Blinky Bill years ago.
Yeah, another thing, speaking of vests, the denim vest or the cut.
Yeah, the new one I got given.
Oh, what about the old one?
Oh, it's
Yeah,
hanging
the
up
old
at home.
Scones, Yeah, no.
It doesn't
I've
fit
still,
my leather jacket now, and I just don't need to ride in it
I've
anymore.
still got my old denim one. That
Well,
might
mine's
fit
still
me.
hanging up. I've had that since I was 14, that jacket, and been riding in it since I was 17, and she's got covered in travel patches and blah, blah, blah. But I did ride down 2 years ago with it on, which is the photo outside of the Eagle Hawk petrol station.
Yeah,
But having it on,
picture.
and then someone sent me a new one, and it was just so heavy, and I thought, you know, I just don't want to,
Yeah.
I don't need to rebuild a new one. So I appreciate it being sent,
Yeah.
but I haven't made use of it, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I wondered where it was.
And it's
I
hanging up
love
in
watching those gifts that you get when people send you presents
that's
in the mail.
amazing.
That's amazing.
Well-
Have you watched any of his presents in
Yeah,
the mail?
yeah.
Well, you and I are now wearing the JC microphones,
That's the
and these are like
JC
$300 wireless microphones that
Yeah,
were sent to
okay.
me.
No, some
Yeah.
generous people.
Yeah,
out there.
This one's not turned on though.
It's so humbling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, you know, like I had a box of models turn up. I've had tapes and I've had tools. Al Bundy, mate, thank you for those tools for my drill. People are so generous, it blows me away.
Someone even gave you the drill, didn't they? The cordless.
No, I've had that for years.
Oh, had you?
But they
Oh,
gave
yeah.
me the bits so I could use it like a
Yes.
zippy gun.
Yep,
You
yep,
know, like a
zippy.
proper cordless ratchet gun.
Yep.
People are so generous, it blows me away. It's very, very humbling every time something shows up.
I don't
and
know why people don't send me, just to jump in there for a second, Trevor. I don't know, Hippy, I don't know why people don't send me presents in the mail, but maybe that's because I don't have a YouTube channel.
Or maybe you don't put your address online.
Nah, everyone knows I live
Actually,
in
someone had to
Melbourne,
go at me about that. Oh, you're a
Fair
dickhead. You
enough.
put your address online for people to see and blah, blah. I said, what have I? So what?
Yeah, no, that's it. Well,
And
I'm
only-
Prairie Pete,
Yes.
known as Prairie
I
Pete.
forgot to introduce him. To me, he's Brother Pete. I'm always talking about Brother Pete, but his real name outside of me and his world, this is Prairie Pete.
Not Fairy Pete, Prairie.
Yeah, my name's Hippy, not Dippy.
Yeah, that's it.
I get paid to live in my own backyard,
When I
mate.
used to play a fair bit of country music and we used to travel around the traps, I was known. I had the cowboy hat with a couple of feathers and that
Yeah.
sort of stuff. Yeah. And we had up here for 18 years at our local Mid-Ammo Hall, we had a country music club, not just country, not Western, but not, I mean, anyone could come and have a
Come
bit
and
of
play whatever you
come
want.
and have a
Yeah.
few songs, 3, you know. And if we had enough time throughout the night, you might start and get another song in each. But we had that for 18 years, incorporated. It was a non-profit thing, and we used to give money to the Bendigo Cancer Centre and the hospice and stuff. And now I'm taking advantage of it because I'm there.
And you're a part of it now.
Yeah, yeah.
Every day's a good day.
Yep.
Every day,
Yep.
like today, we're sitting in the sun.
This is beautiful.
This is like doing a live stream without being live.
Well, this one's for.
It is a
you know,
live feed, isn't it?
No,
No,
live
no.
streams when I'm actually live.
Oh, yeah,
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 this is just for history purposes.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and it's a great day, you know.
And Ray's on his way up. He wasn't here for it. And
Yeah,
it's pretty
well,
the
he reckoned he
cauliflower isn't here either.
Yeah, well, he's probably back.
He's probably back there busting his ass working
Yeah.
for you, mate. He should be
Because
down
I
here.
said to him, because we've got this other little house down the road here, it's only a very small house, but we're making it bigger.
Yeah,
And I said to him, all I want now, I want a porch,
yeah,
a veranda,
yeah.
and I want to be able to sit, because it's the last house, and you can see Mount Terrick,
Yeah, it's
and
good
I
work,
just
isn't
just
it?
over the hill it is, and I just want to be able to sit on the porch and look across the mountains
And
in
enjoy
my,
the view.
and you know, for how long I might have, I just want to be able to do that. So he was building a new kitchen, and then he sort of looked at me a couple of weeks back and said, I'm starting on your porch, Pete.
Yeah, it's
So-
a nice view, that. That's
and
the
it's
first
nice.
thing you'll see when you come.
Yeah, yeah,
You can see that
yeah.
big aerial, but then you see
Yep.
those hills.
Yep, the hills.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, no, this is a lovely little town, you know, it's always been
Yeah,
welcoming for
well,
Trev.
Yeah.
You know.
Whenever I land back
Yeah.
in my caravan here,
Yeah.
it's like I'm home.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well,
I'm home again.
I spotted the caravan because this is the way I go home when I go to work, and I saw that, and this is Midiama. I think this is famous.
Yeah.
Hippy Trev's put it on the map.
Yeah, oh hell yeah, oh hell. And over at our local little shop here, you know, because there was a beautiful pub on the corner. That
Yeah,
was
that's
there.
there used to
That
be.
was all pulled down, but the
What a
lady at the shop, Jill, she's got a house around the corner that's all done up, and then
Yep.
people use it as like an Airbnb type thing.
Yeah, yeah.
And you get a lot of the bird watchers and stuff because we've got that, not the quail, what is it, the plains wanderer,
Oh, right.
and this is where they still are. And
Yeah.
you've got the Midiamo rock and everything, and so yeah. So, but her little shop there, she's turned that into a tavern out the back. So
Oh,
you can
right.
she's licensed, and you can go out the back and have a feed. And,
Yeah.
and she sells alcohol and all that.
Um,
Big range of
yeah.
hot foods,
There's a-
hamburgers, steak sandwiches, all that sort of.
Beautiful park over
Yep.
there. I always
I used to
stop
go
over
over and kick the footy with the kids.
there. Yeah, beautiful park there. Good place to stop.
Yep.
And just
Well, it's always my first port of call coming down, and what a better place to stop in. You haven't got the hectic of the traffic or the city.
Yep.
It's just this nice little town. I come down. I normally stay a week when I first land here, just to get used to being back down here and getting over the ride and everything.
Yep.
And it's always the last place I see before I start heading home again. This is the last call coming out of Victoria. Yep, absolutely.
Yep.
Actually, I'm going to wrap this up now.
Yeah, yep. And
So-
the van's available. I mean, you know, if ever you're cruising past Pete, you need somewhere to crash.
I love camping in there. I love camping in there. It just suits me. I get up in the morning, they're all still asleep, go make me a cup of tea, come back.
Yep.
One thing we haven't spoke about is our link. Like, I'm just a subscriber.
No, Trevor likes it called Scriber.
Oh, well, I'm one of those. And the link I've got is that Hippy Trev and I both come from Sale. So we've got a bit of a link, and then Peter has spent a lot of time down there as well.
Yeah, I live in Sale.
we've
Met my
sort of
first
got this
wife
link
there, yep.
from Gippsland, which is how I've managed to creep into this video.
The Sale connection.
It's not a connection I'm proud of.
I might have said that years ago. I always called it a cold, windy, shitty hole, but you know what? I don't care. It's where I come from. It's where I grew up, and it is, you know, it's a part of me.
And it's a place where I started riding bikes from an early age.
Me too.
Working in a bike shop when I was a kid after school, I would have worked there for nothing.
Yeah,
you know?
yep.
And it's got me on bikes, and bikes are a big part of my mental health.
Mine too.
Massive part.
Mine too.
And that's why I become a scriber.
Yep.
Well, actually, you see me after a couple of weeks if I hadn't been on the bike, I get really antsy.
Yeah.
And like, I need to get out here.
5
And
weeks for me today.
yeah, that's a long time between rides.
Yeah.
I didn't get a lot of rides in while I was building the bus roof, but I didn't care. It just mattered to get that
Well,
done.
you're getting ready to come down here anyway.
But yeah, the same thing. You get to a
This
point
is the
like,
second time you've come down to see your dying mate.
yeah, you're still living, you bastard.
well,
It's like, oh, you won't make this Christmas,
Yeah,
better
well,
get down there.
Yeah.
No,
well,
still
the last
kicking.
time you were coming down to see a mate that was crook. So I'm the mate that was crook that he came down to see.
That was titled that, Harley Ride, Queenslander Victor see a mate, and this is the reason I was coming down to see Brother Pete.
And I'm still here. I've lost a bit of weight since then, but I'm still
Yeah, well, I put that photo up of us 2 years ago.
Yeah, okay.
I'll just chuck it in now quickly, just so this photo is of 2 years ago.
Yeah.
And I was drinking a bit of bloody piss then too. I don't. I have a few sips out of the port bottle now, but
That's about it.
I have a couple of these lemon. They're a hard solo. They're an alcoholic one,
Yep,
and
they are,
and
Oh, they were alcoholic, those drinks.
Yeah, they're 4.
I just thought they were solo, that's why I said I didn't realise you were saying that.
No, but I love them, and I'll sometimes have 2 of an evening. I mean, I might start and have one now, and then the next one I'm having my last sip at 11 o'clock, and it's warm and yuck.
Yeah.
But I mean, 2. Gone are the days of sitting back just drinking.
Yeah.
Like I'm doing.
Oh well, yeah.
Well, I did half a litre of wild turkey the other night.
Yeah,
Not so bad last night because I wanted to be fresh for today.
yeah.
You're obviously not scribers, these people driving past.
No.
Oh, that's their number plate. Oh, AAW. Oh,
That's my neighbours.
AAVW.
no, the number plate.
That's a
Oh,
Kia.
yeah, it is a VW.
AAVW.
Oh, is it?
Well, this is not electric.
I think that's my neighbour.
Yeah,
Ick
could be.
was the publican from Midiamo Pub.
Right.
Yeah, Ick and Lorna, yep.
Right, I'm going to grab this camera and I'm going to show you guys quickly the difference between the performance brakes and the stock Harley brakes, and then we might just start all the bikes up and have them all just ticking away.
Yep.
And then I'll close this video
See
down.
which one sounds better.
Well, yours, of course.
No, but not necessarily
Yeah,
loud. But
yours
loud
is-
pipes do save lives.
I don't
think.
believe that.
You've got that.
Yeah, if you've got a
that
really
little-
loud bike and you go, mine sounded like a Volkswagen. I'm sorry, Harley Davidson, Australia.
No, mine's a
Mine
Subaru.
sounded like a like a Volkswagen when I went actually to get a tattoo at Maui at my mate's Bondi, and he said to me, what are you wearing a helmet for? What, you got a Volkswagen? I said, no, I'm on my Harley. He said, do you mind parking it next door? So I put some Screaming Eagle mufflers on it aftermarket, and it made it sound a little better.
Yeah.
But he still told me to park it next door, and then when I went to see him the last time and I had the straight cut drag pipes on it, he said, park that on the front lawn, mate, right out the front of my house.
Yeah.
And I said, fantastic.
Right, I'm going to grab the camera, show you the guy's bike, and then we're going to start the bikes up one at a time. So we'll start with yours being the quietest, then we'll go to mine that's nowhere near as loud as Pete's, and then we'll go to Brother Pete's, who's just going to deafen us.
Oh, it's not that loud.
Right, I'm going to grab me camera. Rightio world, so I hope everyone else is having a great Australia Day. We're having a great Australian Day. And so Pete rode up, that was amazing. Brother Pete was already here, of course. So yeah, we're all having a great Australia Day. So these are the performance machine brakes. They're, I think they're only a twin piston, but they're really big.
Well, it's 50.
And
It's 50 gram pouch for $25.
These are your stock little Harley brakes. I mean, they work, but those performance brakes, they're absolutely amazing. So, anyway,
You did.
Mr. Peter Hughes, start your bike up.
And don't forget to check my channel out and subscribe.
Oh, yeah, subscribe to Peach.
Hit that notification bell.
Hang on, right.
I'll have to have a look at it.
Hang on.
Didn't even see
So, what's your channel name?
I can't remember. I'll email it to you and put it in the link.
Yeah, drop it in a link or something.
Yeah.
All right,
I'll
let's
make
start.
a video every 6 months.
Oh, well, about 3 months from now, we'll be ready for the next one. Right, let's hear it go.
You have to start, turn yours on and let it run through.
Oh, yeah, let's start my old girl up.
No, I just let it warm up.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
It's got a lot of oil.
Fuel on.
Yeah.
Rightio, Pete.
Yeah. Well, it sounds good. I like the idle.
Little bit low. Hey?
Look at that brake.
Yeah, she's rusted from the rain.
Oh, yeah, it's pretty loud at the back. Who? Oh, the little fella, yeah, he's there. He'll be watching YouTube or doing something.
How good's that, world? How fucking good is that?
Honestly, you can't
Best
beat
Australia
down
Day I could ever ask
Harley
for.
Davidson. The group,
Two Pete's and a Hippy.
I can put a can in mine, but I'm not going to.
It's already got a cam in it anyway. My brother Cole reckons
All right,
that
shut him down now.
that he said he wouldn't touch it. He said it's everything he needs.
Yeah, you can turn her off now, Pete.
Not too loud.
Nah. So, you couldn't ask for a better Australia Day, absolutely. Guy rides, one of my subscribers rides up to see me. I get to be with brother Pete again.
And good to meet you again too, Peter.
Yeah, no worries.
These guys have met without even me being here.
Yeah, you dropped some lollies off for the kids one year.
Christmas run for the kids, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. I'm a school teacher, so, you know.
Comes with the territory.
Well, yeah, kids are kids wherever you go.
Yeah.
Well, they are.
And, you know, I was a kid once, I used to appreciate
Were we?
it.
I don't remember, it's too long ago.
It was a long time back, wasn't it?
It's the whole thing. It's Midiamo. It's on all the videos, and I thought I'm gonna go for a ride up here and check it. And you're out the front. You're already out the front,
we were out.
so
And probably having a car.
I think you made a comment on one of my videos. Yeah, I see a little caravan there that that Hippy Trev used to stay in.
Yeah.
So that's
I
my...
mean, if you're overseas in America, you're not going to get the chance to do this.
No.
And it's Australia Day. It's a big day for us.
It is, and if they don't want to can it, the bastards. But anyway, we won't get political right now.
No
No,
politics.
they won't can it.
No. So, anyway, worlds, happy Australia Day from Midiamo.
Happy Australia Day.
Get us all in here.
Get us all in the photo. Do we have to smile or something?
No, we don't have to do anything, mate. We are just who we are. So, rightio, worlds. Happy Australia Day, everyone. Can't believe I'm here. I'm so glad to be here. So, you know it all. Stay safe, keep your knees in the breeze, and we will catch you later.